Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 5 of the game I call Stellaris. This is the New Horizons Star Trek mod for Stellaris. And we are being attacked by the Xindi weapon. And we are just trying to get our fleet together so we can deal with that. Unlock ship type, advanced tactical variant specialization. Let's go for that one. So we've got a fair few ships that we're trying to get all together in one spot if we can. We want to get all of these guys to merge. Don't want to split the fleets. Don't want to disband. Merge. There we go. They're still not all quite together yet, so they can't merge. Don't be moving away though. Go and do your merging over here. And in fact, let's just go and tell them to directly attack that weapon. The Vulcans are lagging behind a little bit, but we need to get in there and start getting some damage done to it. Because it does have an escort.
Station complete.
Now don't forget, a lot of the military power is going to be coming from the weapon itself.
Hostile fleet engaged.
But we've got to be careful here. We need everybody to get involved in this fight as quickly as possible. Otherwise we'll start losing a lot of ships. Because we've sort of got two different battles going on at the moment with different leaders. The Vulcan ship is coming in now as well. It'd be nice if I could get all of these ships to merge together, but I can't do that while they are in combat. There we go. So pretty much everybody is involved in this. The Xindi escorts should go down quite quickly. And it's just a matter of taking down the weapon. There's only 3 escorts. And how are our fleets doing? You've taken a quarter hull damage. The Enterprise has still got its shields. The Vulcan ship and the... No leader here on the Vulcan ship and the Andorran ship, but they are getting some work done. And I guess it is really the Xindi weapon that we should be concentrating on. The patrol frigates... there's only 1 frigate left. There's a patrol frigate and there's the Xindi weapon. Something's actually getting repaired here as well. The Enterprise has got... is that the Enterprise? Whatever that is... you have some ability to repair. So that's probably the crew quarters doing that. So the frigate's almost down. Okay, the frigate is now down. It is literally just the weapon. Now that weapon can actually fire back. Mainly firing on the Vulcans at the moment. So that's not too bad. Now it has a lot of armour. We are doing a fair amount of damage to it. Let's have a look at the hull class here. The Vulcan ship is almost down. The Vulcan ship is gone. The Enterprise is still looking good. Our ships are looking a little bit worse for wear. I think we've lost another ship. We're also losing an awful lot of resources because we're massively over our allowed fleet limit. The Andorran ship's taking a bit of a beating as well. I don't have the resources all the time to build any more ships. So we're just going to have to hope that we can take this down, to be honest. With enough ships here doing damage, hopefully we can take it down. Still, it's still got about 60% of its... it's still got about 60% of its hull up. I must admit, I'm getting tense. Okay, we need to do something with these science ships, though, because if they're just sitting around doing nothing, it doesn't help anybody. So you go ahead and survey that system, and then go off and survey that system, and then that system, and then that system. And then the other science ship, you can survey this system, and this system, and this system, and that system. There we go. Let's go back to the battle. Zoom back in again so we can see what's going on. Love how the torpedoes don't actually come from the ships half of the time. So So yeah, we can see the whole battle going on here. Again, no commander here for the Andorran ship, and that's taking a lot of damage. However, the probe is getting low on health. It is sort of getting down to about half of its hull. NX class, there we go. That's what the original Class 1 Enterprise was. It was an NX class ship. One thing that is a little bit strange is the music in the background, which, like I said, you probably can't hear, is actually the Voyager theme, which doesn't really go well with an intense space battle. I'll be quite honest. Okay, something just took a big chunk of the energy away from the Xindi weapon. However, that Andorran ship isn't going to last too much longer. We could potentially try and lure it over towards the station so the station does some damage to it, but I'd rather take as much of its hull away as we can before it gets anywhere near Earth. So the Enterprise is down to about a third of its hull as well. Yeah, we're really going to have to spend some time rebuilding the fleet after this crisis. Oh, I didn't realise I could zoom in that far. Why does this Xindi probe look like a Borg sphere? I mean, I guess the Xindi weapon did look a little bit like a Borg sphere, but that looks more like a Borg sphere than anything else. And the Borg are actually in this game. So if we actually find our way to the Delta Quadrant, we may run into the Borg. So come on, guys. Encountering Sol. We've encountered some form of alien. Okay, so more aliens. Lots of aliens, apparently. Probably just the sort of aliens that roam around. We don't need to worry about them too much. We'll go ahead and start some investigations on some of them. But in the meantime, we want to keep our eye on this battle. The Enterprise has been destroyed. And we've lost our captain. We are taking a lot of damage here. But remember though, that wasn't the Enterprise that we built. That was the one we got as part of the event. The Andorran ship might go down soon as well. Its shields or its hull is actually so low. It's got a lot of hit points though. It has a lot of hit points. It's 46% armor effectiveness as well. So it's got about 2,000 hit points left. The Andorran ship might go down here if we're not very, very careful. I literally don't think I have enough to build anything. We can't even build a frigate because we don't have enough minerals. It looks like we just lost another ship. Yeah, we've actually lost our Enterprise class ship. So that was quite expensive. It looks like it's heading towards Mars. We might still have enough damage here to finish it off. Although the frigate's not going to do an awful lot of damage. Although the frigate does have quite a high chance to dodge. It's got good evasion because it's so small. But it's still not going to take too much more punishment. How much of your hull do you have left? Too much. Well, as there's not really an awful lot I can do, I'm going to just speed this battle up. We've lost the Andorran ship. We're about to lose our own ship, and we have lost our own ship.
Anomaly found.
We found an anomaly. Let's just pause things up. You can research that anomaly. The Denobulans. Oh, the Denobulans are in this game. I didn't think they were. I didn't see them when I looked through the list. Okay. Well, we like the Denobulans. Technology researched. Let's go for the research speed in physics. Tellarites. Yep, cool. We're already working on that anomaly, I think. So, leader died. Now we've got a hostile... What we've got now is a problem. Because we've got a hostile fleet and no way to fend it off right now. We don't have any way to deal battle with this. The spaceport, of course, can do some damage. But it might not be able to do enough. Online civilization encountered. We have detected the presence of pre-space alien civilization Miri That's fine, we're not too bothered about that. What I'm more bothered about is the fact that we currently have no military, or no navy, or no fleet, whatever you want to call it. And we've got nobody that can really come and help us. I cannot build a single thing at the moment. The cheapest ship that I can build is a patrol frigate. And I don't have anywhere near enough minerals in order to be able to build that. And even if I did, I don't think I could build one quick enough. So it's all going to come down to whether or not the spaceport can take it out. Swirling shadows. Immense ragged plains of shadow drift across Dinab Kaitos III's face. They are cast not by clouds, but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged or rather jointed to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science officer Amani Ismaili is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna and for what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. Again, that's just one of the standard events that you get in... Oh, hang on, what have we got coming in here? We have a big Vulcan fleet. Big Vulcan fleet has just arrived. And the Vulcans are throwing down. Come on, Earth Spaceport. The Xindi weapon has been destroyed. Thank you, Vulcans. The efforts of Starfleet cannot be overstated. Devastated by the loss of the weapon and their fleet, the Xindi reptilians and insectoids have accepted the ultimatum provided to them by the remaining Xindi species for defying the will of the Council. Accepting their manipulation into targeting the Earth, the primates, arboreals and aquatics have promised to uphold the peace between the two powers, though relations will not be easy. Thank you, Vulcans, although I now need to rebuild, which is going to be a little bit of a pain in the hoop. However, the only thing we really lost was our fleet. So as soon as we get enough credits coming back in, we'll be able to go ahead and deal with that. So what we should be doing now is making sure that we are working some of the slots that give us minerals. Could we... We probably need to build a mineral facility, but that is going to cost us more. Haven't got any other facilities that we can work. You're going to be working a food facility. I'd rather you work a mineral facility. How are things going on Mars? There's absolutely nothing here. You don't have planetary administration. What about Earth? Planetary administration won't upgrade any more than that, so that is fine. So you could upgrade to a planetary administration. Why don't we have planetary administration here? And we just can't build one. So does that mean we can't upgrade any of these things? Upgrade the basic power plant to a power plant. Yeah, requires planetary administration. You need something there, don't you? Guess a basic mine is better than nothing. It's only 30 minerals, so it's probably worth it. What about on Earth? Yeah, let's go ahead and build another one there then. And then hopefully we'll get some more minerals coming in and we'll be able to go and buy some stuff. What about an edict? Do we have an edict that we can activate? Andorran Empire rivalry. Andorrans and the Orions. That's fine. Farming subsidies. Food, minerals plus 15%. Yep, I think we need to go and use that one. We could do it for energy credits as well. It's going to cost us a lot of our influence, so I don't really want to do that.
Station complete.
Mars has finished its surface construction. Fantastic. So what I want to do now is have a quick look. And, oh, who's this we found? These are oh, they're the Tellarites. Still don't actually know where the Xindi are, even though we're supposed to have actually found them. We can't see them here. Okay, that's fine. Right, are there any planets out here where we'd like to build something? There's an anomaly, which we should be researching because it's nice and easy. This does seem like a good planet. This is our construction ship, which is right where I want it to be. So I would like you to build a frontier outpost.
Station complete.
So that costs us a fair bit of
Research
gems,
complete.
a fair bit of minerals, but it will help in the long run. Tile blockers is done. Let's go ahead and just get that one done. Right, so... yeah, anomaly we're working on. Construction complete we are aware of. We really need to build our military back up. I mean, it's not too bad at the moment because, you know, I think the Vulcans will come to our aid. But we definitely need to get a new fleet. 8 years ago, Chief Science Officer William Luke was stationed on Gamma Serpentis III at this outpost. William Luke barely managed to beam off the research station with the last personnel on the ground before a large disruption cut off the transporter connection. This disruption field has finally abated for a few days, which will allow the crew to revive the important scientific data. As the away team searches for a computer terminal, they notice signs that someone has been living here. William Luke detects life signs on their tricorder and moves to investigate the signal. Suddenly a voice cries out. William Luke dashes to the room, phaser at the ready, and comes upon a life form that looks exactly the same as him. After a few moments of shock for both of them, the life form quickly explains that he was trapped on the research station as it was the last one to beam out just as it was being transported. The signal lock was lost and it has been stuck there ever since. This is actually a storyline from the Next Generation. It actually happened to Commander Riker. Got stuck in a transporter accident and there ended up being 2 Commander Rikers. This must be some trick. Looking up in a brig. We will not be fooled by a shapeshifter. Set phasers to kill. Beam up to our sick bay and see if we can validate the claims. The life form's genes are confirmed to be an exact match to William Luke. It's close. I mean, it's William Riker, I suppose. We're halfway there. In addition to the brain patterns are almost exactly the same, meaning they are both have nearly identical memories. These facts rule out the possibility of a shapeshifter or a clone, as there is no known way to attain the same memories and exact genetic structure as a fully grown being. The leading theory is that when the transporter was interrupted by the disruption field, the pattern beam must have reflected a perfect copy of William Luke back to the research station on the USS Sagan. The life form, now called William Luke II, had to retrofit the research station to survive for 8 years while alone. Due to this, the station databanks are not easily accessible and require extensive repairs. Attempt to gather the research data without William Luke. Ask him to help fix the station. We'll ask him to help. William Luke II has a plan to fix the damage, but it involves delving into the structurally unstable section of the research base to link the power conduit back to the computer mainframe. William Luke II is sure that it is safe as he has been down there many times, but an engineer aboard the ship has completed scans that show the structure is dangerous and could collapse at any minute. Make it so. The structure William Luke II was standing on collapsed while in the middle of repairs and resulted in a swift death. Okay, that's fine. Maybe we should have gone for the other option. I'm not sure if that would have benefited us in any way. We are working on that, so we don't need to worry about that. We just need a lot of minerals. How much would it cost us just to get like 1 frigate out? Let's go ahead and get 1 frigate. What's the difference between the Coalition one and my one? Mine has more armor, slightly less damage, slightly faster, more evade. Mine are a lot better. Let's just go for that. I'm not sure. One thing I'm not too aware of, because it's something that they did change in one of the patches, is that when you are part of the Coalition, there's a certain amount of ships that the Coalition, that you have to give to the Coalition, or something like that. I need to read up on it. It's a bit of a fiddly mechanic, and it's not something that I'm familiar with. I probably should play this game again at some point without any mods and just play it using the tutorial again and see if I can actually learn what the changes are. The Benzites and yeah, the Benzites can now migrate to Vulcan. That's fantastic for them. Transport ship, science, colony, destroyer. Yep, still nothing new here. Leader has gained a level. That's fine. I don't really need to do anything about that. We've got another anomaly. So sure, let's go ahead and research it.
Detected.
Right, we have a... oh, pirates. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about those pirates because I don't actually have any ships here. That's very unfortunate. I don't have a fleet anymore. Well, I do have a fleet. It's barely a fleet. It's like a ship. Maybe the Vulcans will come and help. I'm not exactly confident that they will. It'd be nice if they did. Let's see if the Vulcans come in. I mean, there's no point me going attacking. I've got 65 military power versus 219 military power. I will just get absolutely murdered if I try and do that. Swirling Shadows. Immense ragged... Oh, we've already read this one. It's like the same thing as before. So we're going to end up losing this mining station, unfortunately. Can we actually get some... Right, let's go and have a word with the Vulcans. Vulcans, like the Vulcans, they're overwhelming relative power. Of course, we don't have a military. Let's communicate with you.
They will challenge you.
Offer trade deal. I would like minerals. Yeah, well, you're not willing to do that. What can I give you in exchange? How much would I have to give you to even get close? Yeah, you're just not willing to do it, are you? Yeah, you obviously just don't value the credits at all. A research agreement. Would you be willing to give me anything? No.
Challenge your preconceived.
Well, cheers, Vulcans. Maybe you can come and help. Can we see any Vulcan fleets willing to move in? Not at all, really. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Earth. Both scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalogue the life forms we encounter are already underway, but xenobiologists have urged us to focus on planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. Habitable worlds survey event chain. Sure, let's go ahead and do that.
Spatial rift detected.
That is an Andorran fleet. That's an Andorran construction ship, actually. Are you guys just going to fly out now? I think they are, yeah. So we've lost a few more gems because of that. However, we are gaining some more now because of a building that was built. So that was very annoying from the pirates, but hopefully we'll be able to deal with that. We'll go ahead and research that. And what we need to do, as soon as we can really, is get ourselves a destroyer. An Enterprise-class destroyer. Can I look at the Coalition ship designer? Is it through the actual Coalition? Coalition ship designer. Because it looks like it's a Vulcan one. I'm not 100% sure. New research. Let's work on those tile blockers. We want to get those cleared. Hostile fleets present.
Scan of planet complete.
Research complete.
Yeah, we're going to lose even more stuff over here now. What it actually... oh, we've got lots of stuff popping up. New research. What's that window to go out of the way? Engineering console. Sure, let's go for that. Mirror, mirror. Captain Amani Ismail and the away team beamed down to Core Coralie 2 to explore the planet. Interesting mineral compositions seem to warrant further study. However, the approaching iron storm forces the away team to return to the ship before the geological analysis can be completed. With the rapidly increasing interference, the transporter chief very nearly loses the away team's transporter patterns, but is fortunately able to beam Captain Amani Ismail and the away team up to the USS Challenger safely. Following their return, Captain Amani Ismail and the members of the away team appear to be acting strangely, becoming angry and indeed violent towards other crew members with little provocation. The executive officer has become concerned that this may be something wrong with the away team and believes that they should be examined by the ship's doctor, justifying the away team's actions as the result of extensive time spent in deep space. Force them to go to sickbay. I was just going to pause there and say let's end the video, but no, apparently the event continues. The ship's doctor has run a complete medical examination of Captain Imani Ismail and the away team. As far as the doctor can tell, there is nothing wrong with any of them, and no explanation can be provided to explain their violent behaviour. The executive officer has the captain and the away team confined to the brig until they can determine the cause of their change in behaviour and how it can be resolved. Captain Imani Ismail eventually confides to the executive officer that they are not from this universe. They have transposed places with their opposites here. The captain had ordered the away team to keep up the pretense until they could determine a way to return to their own universe. But the differences between the two universes made that impossible. The transporter chief believes that there may be a way to return the away team to their own universe and hopefully recover their own captain and away team in the process. However, there is the chance that the approach may fail and could end up losing both away teams. The captain and the away team must be saved. The risks are too great. Well, let's go for it. Okay, well, the game is paused, so I'm going to literally unpause for a day and repause. Okay, seems like everything is fine for now. These pirates are going to be a right problem here, because this is my outpost that I've got that they're about to go and destroy. And that's just going to cost me even more gems further down the line. So I'm really not too happy about that. But there isn't an awful lot I can do about it because I don't have a fleet yet. Owned fleets. Why do I have a fleet here? Oh, that's my construction ship. So yeah, I really need to get some more ships so I can deal with these pirates, but it's going to be a little bit of a while before I can do that. And the Federation's not really helping me all that much. But we shall continue in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Stellar Trek, and I will see you on the next episode. Until then, goodbye for now.